Today on the channel, we got two possible all-timers for 2024 with Squadron Supreme, Power Princess, and 80s favorite, Crystar.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today on the channel we got two possible all-timers here for 2024 with the Squadron Supreme Power Princess and 80s icon Crystar. But for all your Crystar and Power Princess needs, make sure you're hitting up Big Bad Toy Store. Use the link in the description down below. We got two possible all-timers, as I did say here, is Power Princess, one we've been looking forward to. Looks like an amazing figure, and it helps because, hey, guess what? We're going to finally finish off the Squadron Supreme. That's the way you do it, Hasbro. You put that team together in about a year's time frame. There's a lot of other team members and teams out there we'd love to see completed that fast. So let's get on those Star Jammers. Let's get that one done in 2024. How about it? We'll see where it goes from there. But definitely Power Princess looking amazing. And Crystar, a part of my 80s childhood. Didn't know I need this till they debuted at San Diego Comic-Con. We'll talk about that in a second here. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And without further ado, let's see what the old Squadron Supreme Power Princess is up to. This would be an amazing customization project to turn her into Wonder Woman. Of course, we do have a McFarlane. Yeah, McFarlane. Wonder Woman coming in really, really soon. But we got Power Princess, of course, based on Wonder Woman. And we're completing that Squadron Supreme team out here. But man, this looks really good in the packaging here. Of course, plastic is back. We got Marvel, we got Power Princess. Void Build-A-Figure, that's what we're talking about here today. We got some pieces for that. Got her on the side here. Looking very Wonder Woman-like once again. Same thing over there. And then we get a good glamour shot on the back. Got the cross sell down below. We're unboxing every single one of these guys and gals on the channel. And then at the very end, we're going to build the Build-A-Figure, and we're going to rank the entire way from my least favorite to my favorite. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss out on that. And then you got some jibber jabber down here low. Let's see what it says about our old friend, Power Princess here. Power Princess uses her extraordinary strength and skill to protect Earth alongside the other members of the Squadron Supreme. And that is it. Nothing else for that. So we're going to get her out of the package. We're going to see truly what all the fuss is about once and for all. A little red background going on there. See you later. Goodbye. All right. What do we got? We got void legs in there. We got a shield. We got some hands. We got a sword. We got a Power Princess. No twist ties in here. Just saying, Todd. Todd McFarlane, of course, as usual, on the couch here. He wants to see what the competition's up to. You know Todd, he wants that Marvel brand bad. He's trying to get it from Hasbro, is what he's been telling me. We'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens next contract. Can Todd McFarlane swoop him away? Can it happen? And could we see maybe DC go over to Hasbro? Oh, it'd be the major switch. Major switch up. Shake up. That's what that would be. There it is. Now, can I get this sword out? Ah, it's taped in. That's why. Using that powerful tape. The action figure tape. The most powerful tape in the universe. See you later. Goodbye once again. Now, we do got two void legs looking like a fruit roll-up is what it looks like here. It looks like he's all wrapped in a fruit roll-up. But we do get two legs. We will build him later on. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now, we got two gripping hands out of the package here. Looking good. We do get a Fist of Fury, and we do get a splayed out hand. So, really choose your own hand adventure. We get pretty much everything under the hand rainbow here. I am here for that at the end of the day. And then we do get a shield. Of course, Wonder Woman had a shield. So does she. Wonder Woman also had a Truth Lasso. Watch out for that. She also had an invisible jet. So she was packing a lot of heat, old Wonder Woman, in more ways than one. But you get a very Roman gladiator-like shield, something like that. But all in gold color. Nice little decor throughout on this. But it is only one color in gold, is what it is there. Now we do get a little sword for her. Once again, you got a gold that matches over there. A little red jewel in the middle. Silver blade over the top here. Looking good. A little bit shorter in the sword department. I would have thought she might have a little longer sword, but I guess not. But it is on brand for a warrior princess. No doubt about it to have a sword like that. But now we get into Power Princess. And man, oh man, does this look good right out of the package, but it feels good in hand as well. New pinless joints really go a long way for this one. This is how I wanted that new Namor in this wave to feel. He would have looked amazing if he would have had the pinless joints going on like Power Princess does. Alas, not the case here, but definitely looks good, Power Princess. The head, of course, the black, wavy, crazy hair, got a little princess crown going on. Beautiful blue eyes, nice lips on her as well. Truly does look like Wonder Woman. I gotta think you asked this. If I brought my dad over and said, Dad, who is this? What superhero is this? He's going to say it's Wonder Woman. Yeah, she doesn't got some of the stars and stuff like that going on, but I think most people would say, oh, this is Wonder Woman, and it really is kind of a knockoff of Wonder Woman here. But it looks good in the head. There is no doubt about it. A very good-looking head on this one. She's got a little choker collar there. That is good. She has that. She would have a giraffe neck without that collar going on. Got a nice top here. Got ripped up abs. You got the black and gold attack looking good. She's got some forearm guards in gold with that jewel that we saw on the sword as well. Got some Terry Steinbach standard issue shin guards here. Good for her there. Even got some high heels going on, so she's getting after it. There's no doubt. Looking really good here. Of course, articulation. The arms do go all the way around on her. We do get a bicep cut. Like I said, double jointed, pinless elbows. We're here for that. A little loose in the elbows here, though. A little rubbery. I would have liked a little tighter joints there. Yes, I know, Todd. You got some of the tightest joints in the game. I know, Todd. Just always champion from the couch. Good for him. But a little loose there. It almost reminds me of early AEW Unrivaled figures. If you guys go back in the day to those, a little too loose there for my liking. Hands back, forth, side to side. Hula hoop at the top. No traditional waist on this one, but she does got some big old Power Princess splits. Look at that. Oh my gosh, she's just ready to split. She's ready to do that. She's like gonna make like a banana and split. That's what she's gonna do right here, but looking good. Hey, all right. And then we get a thigh cut right there. Double jointed pinless knees. Knees a little tighter than the elbows, I will say that. Boot cut, yep, there's a high boot cut there, and then you get the ankles up and down, side to side. Just a fun looking figure. I guess the weakest link of this figure definitely is the elbows. The little fragility, either or, choose your own adventure on the elbows here. That is the problem area of the Power Princess, but very cool looking figure. A great figure right out of the package. I really like this one. This one really stands out. Can't wait to put her with the rest of the crew, and we will do that in the glamour shots, of course. Does she fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Make sure you get the Mattel stands at Ringside Collectibles. What do you know? She fits on a stand. Good for her. Good for her. Looking really good. So a must-have if you ask me, especially if you're working on that Squadron Supreme, you got to have her in the collection. But now we got to turn our attention to one I am very excited for. And I never knew how many of you people, all the good people out there, other collectors and stuff, had an affinity for Crystar like myself. Now, this is much like Dungeons and Dragons. I had a couple of Dungeons and Dragons toys as a kid. Had no idea until I got the internet in like 95 or 96 what the heck these toys even were. They were just toys you end up with in your collection. Your grandma, your aunt, uncle, they bought you something on a whim, whatever, gave it to you. You played with it. You put it with other toy lines. You did stuff like that. That was Dungeons and Dragons for me with a couple of figures. But Crystar, more importantly, was the big one of that one from the 80s. And we all had a toy, be it from whatever toy line that we had, that we just didn't know what it was, but we played with it. That was Crystar for me. And Crystar I used with my Kenner Superpower figures. I used him with my Secret War figures, of course, from Marvel. That's where he worked in. I pretend he was Iceman sometimes. I just never understood what he was. I never read the comic book. I think there was a cartoon. I don't know if it actually ever went anywhere or ever got off the ground or anything. But I never, ever played or ever knew what this character was. But I had the toy and I played with it on a regular basis. So I thought that was a really cool thing that here we are all these years later. We're getting an updated figure here of Crystar. Now, a lot of people are like, wow, I didn't know Marvel owned Crystar. That was a big secret. That was kind of a reveal at San Diego Comic-Con. And at the San Diego Comic-Con panel, Hasbro team, they explained, you know, hey, we own properties and stuff that aren't part of the Marvel stuff universe, but we own these properties and we're going to see more of this stuff in the future. And I think that's a good idea because I don't want to say the Marvel Legends line has really ran its course. So I don't think it has. Obviously, they're going to repeat and remake the Wolverines of the world and improve things, do kind of stuff like that. But there is so many characters. We got so many characters to go. But I think this is a way to get an extra little bit of lifeblood in the line, flesh it out a little bit, do do things like that. We'll see. We'll see where it ends up going here. But they're flushing out the line all over the place. Who knows what else they're flushing at the time. But Crystar, one I'm excited for, and we're going to take a look at him right now. Not sure where I display a guy like Crystar either. And I will say he is the heaviest figure of the bunch. A lot of packaging in here. You got the tentacles, stuff like that for Void. But Crystar looking good. The 80s goodness being brought back here. Of course, Void Build-A-Figure, Marvel Legends, Marvel's Crystar, I guess. And then on the top, you got Marvel logo there. I was wondering what was on the top there. Very interesting, looking very icy, but he is crystally is what he is on the side there. And then, of course, on the back, there's a little glamour shot, cross-sell, jibber-jabber. Let's see what it says about Crystar. Crystar, Prince of Crystallium, leads an elite team of Crystal Warriors against the threat of chaos. Oh, you gotta watch out for chaos. Like the mighty creator once said, hordes of chaos. That's what they did say. They sang all about it. See you later, goodbye. Shout out to creator. Shout out to Germany. How about that? How about that? And this is why it's so heavy. You get these big old Void tentacles in here. Some big old scorpion-like tentacles. See you later once again. Got two of these. We'll talk about these when we do Build-A-Figure, of course, so stay tuned for that. But now we get Crystar in the plastic prison. Once again, it's giving me that 80s nostalgia. I really wish I still had my 80s one. I think I have it around here somewhere. It might be with my Toy Biz figures from Marvel. I should have tried to dig that one out or tried to find it, but that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. We're going to get this all out here. Plastic, see you later. Goodbye. It's time to get down to Crystar here. Man, I'm excited for this one. Okay, first off, we got a Fist of Fury, and we got an open hand there. He can slap somebody if he needs to. He can slap Chaos in the mouth, but we do get two gripping hands, and I think most people will probably end up using the gripping hands. You want him holding a sword. You want him holding the shield. At least I do. So these gripping hands are definitely needed here. Now we do get this clear shield looking good. I mean, it's just a clear shield is what this is. Very on brand for Crystar. Same thing with the sword. It is a big sword. Looks like it would fit in like a He-Man in the Masters of the Universe dimension, something like that. Very space kind of like, very crystal-like at the end of the day. Looking good, old Crystal here. A sword and a shield. He's ready to go. Two characters with a sword and a shield. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? But now here is Crystar out of the package. Oh, that's one thing. I remember his helmet was removable with the original one. Not the case here. Helmet is not removable. Got the big translucent helmet looking very nice here. Of course, I love translucent plastic, so I am here for this. One thing I do notice on the side of the head, though, is you can see a little bit of glue. I presume that is glue back in there, keeping that helmet in there, so it kind of takes away from some of that translucent action, as you see if you look really close through there. He's got a clear head, a clear face, clear everything. I mean, it's crystal is what he's supposed to be. You got some of these wings and things on his helmet, a little bit of red color, giving him a little bit of personality. White eyes back in there. And then you get the torso all clear once again. Very, very cool. And when the light hits it, it little sparkles off of this guy. So a very cool figure. Like we've talked about on the channel before, I love translucent figures. I'm a big fan. Yes, Todd. Todd, you know. Yeah, Todd said, hey, show him my translucent Green Lantern Batman. Okay, I got that. Just happen to have that off to the side right here. Choose your own translucent adventure here. Do you want the blue popsicle or the green one? It's your choice. But yes, Todd, you do translucent figures as well. You're going to have to put a muzzle on that McFarlane over here. But looking good. I do like this. Now, he does got the forearm guards here in red. Got the red gloves here. On brand, of course, to the original character. I believe the original character had two gripping hands. I believe that was the case. He's got some red tidy whities. Nobody wants to see what's going on underneath there. It's all crystal throughout the whole thing, I'm sure. A little crystal jewel on the top if you can't get enough crystal. Same thing down to the boots. Got the big old red boots going on here. All crystal, looking good against that red. Really giving you a point of contrast. If he was all crystal, it would just be too much crystal. The red helps balance the figure out for me. But man, pretty cool here. Now, articulation on him. What do we got? Arms go all the way around. We got a bicep cut. We do got pins in the joints, I guess. You can see the, I guess those are pins. I don't know. I want to say it's pinless, but it looks like two pins there. So I don't know. It's somewhere in between. Somewhere in between is what that is. But the arms do go around. Hands back, forth, side to side. Hands removable. Do got an ab crunch, which is extremely well hidden with the crystal here. It's just very hard to see that. But we do got the ab crunch. Big old Crystar splits. Look at that. Looking real good. Thigh cut. You can see some of that peg in there through the crystal. Double jointed knees going on right here once again. Boot cut. No boot cut on this guy here. No boot cut. Okay, and then ankles up and down, side to side, back and forth. He does got peg holes. Really fit on a ringside collectible stand. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. What do you know? Crystar fitting in really good. And maybe I'll have Crystar join the Squadron Supreme. I don't know. You guys tell me, where do I put him in my collection? I guess he's kind of an outlier. I'll just stick him in a miscellaneous shelf. I'm not exactly sure. But I really do like this one because, like I said earlier, it's an 80s nostalgia trip here. A character I didn't know anything about until the internet came around. Just something that really gives you those flashbacks to being a little kid. And there's something cool about that, something special about that, and even more special here, let's call it 2024, getting this in our collection. So 2 really strong figures here. I really like both of these. Happy to have them in my collection. But what say you? Are these 2 pickups for you? 2 passes, 2 long games, 2 no games? Let me know your thoughts on these 2 in the comments down below. Of course, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we're building out this whole wave and to build a figure at the end. So make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss a video. And of course, Patreon, early access to both YouTube channels. You get bonus content, exclusive content, you name it. It's all over there on the old Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel and all the flavor it does bring. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. The _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for a Power Princess and a Crystar, I'm a Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.